How are we?
Lex.
Hello. Good. Hi. Hello. Lex, it is a pleasure. Ow! Wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for criminally miscast roles, sometimes when there was a better choice right there.
Did they send you to bring me in?
I'm just here to fish. Did you see any?
Number 20, Gerard Butler, The Phantom of the Opera.
Stranger than you dreamt it, can you even dare to look or bear to think of me?
The big screen adaptation of this Broadway phenomenon was a long time coming, with performers like Michael Crawford previously playing the titular Phantom on stage. The film required an actor with charisma and pipes. Gerard Butler certainly has charisma. However, his blunt and often grating singing voice doesn't do justice to the sweeping and romantic score.
Down we plunge to the prison of my mind. Down that path into darkness deep as hell!
Some fans defend his casting to this day. The prevailing opinion, though, is that one of the original choices, Hugh Jackman, would have made a better Phantom. Instead, Jackman made Van Helsing, which is ironic since Butler got the Phantom role partly thanks to his work in Dracula 2000.
You cannot imagine what I've had to endure. I have borne the very wrath of God. Chosen to suffer like no man before.
Number 19, Ezra Miller, DC Extended Universe. The minds behind Warner Brothers' DC adaptations might have thought twice had they known how embattled this star would be in the years after being cast.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not.
Ezra Miller was on track to be a franchise darling. Starring in the Fantastic Beasts series, Miller appeared as the lightning-fast Flash in several film and television projects. However, various allegations of harassment, disorderly conduct, burglary, and general mayhem have since come to light.
The Justice League star agreed to a $500 fine and probation conditions that'll include mental health treatment. Miller was also arrested twice last year in Hawaii for disorderly conduct and harassment at a karaoke bar.
Grant Gustin portrayed a version of the character in the CW's Arrowverse. Although it might have broken the multiverse, fans think he would have served the character just as well on film.
I'm Barry Allen.
No! What does that mean? How can this...
This should be impossible now.
It should be impossible now?
You don't know about the...
Oh my god, don't do this to me. I don't know about the what.
Number 18, Vince Vaughn, Psycho. Stepping into the shoes of enigmatic original star Anthony Perkins would have been a tall order for any actor. Unfortunately, Vince Vaughn was not the one for the job.
We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you?
Yes. Sometimes only one time can be enough.
Gus Van Sant's often maligned shot-for-shot remake of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho has been a cinematic punching bag ever since its release. Vaughn just didn't have the depth or boyishness.
You'd know you were being used. You wouldn't be made a fool of, would you?
I'm not a fool. I'm not capable of being made a fool.
I know.
Not even by a woman.
It's not a slur on your manhood. I'm sorry.
If Norman Bates and his broken psyche had to be dragged into the 90s, there were plenty of better, more sensitive, and more appropriate actors to choose from. Van Sant's recent Good Will Hunting collaborator Matt Damon would have been a better, if unexpected, choice.
Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
Number 17, Johnny Depp, The Lone Ranger. There is one obvious reason why this casting was a major dud.
Wait a minute. You're saying you're Tonto? The Tonto?
There is another?
Despite some controversial statements to the contrary, there's little to no evidence backing up Johnny Depp's claims of being part Native American. His role as the Comanche Tonto brought a lot of criticism. In the end, it was really a lost opportunity.
Going somewhere?
Yes.
No. No. Yes. No. Yes. No, we are not. Yes. No. Yes.
Shut up!
Instead of repurposing outdated casting practices, the Lone Ranger could have doubled down on its own revisionism of the Western genre and cast an indigenous actor. It's not as if Depp's involvement guaranteed success. The movie was a huge bomb with critics and audiences.
Could be worse. Worse. How could this be worse? Could develop an itch. On your nose.
Number 16, Cameron Diaz, Gangs of New York. Some actors just read too modern for period pieces. Cameron Diaz is one of them.
Anything in your pockets tonight?
Oh, I ain't started working yet.
She's given some truly amazing performances, and several of them with directors not nearly as impressive as Martin Scorsese. She also received some negative criticism for her accent, as her character, Jenny Everdeen, is an Irish immigrant in New York.
You look stunned and poorly, sir. Quite a pair of conversationists, aren't you?
She wasn't alone. Even star Leonardo DiCaprio got some heat for his dialect work in the film. Diaz doesn't just have an accent to contend with. Her modern sensibility and overall look just don't square with the setting of 19th century New York.
This is my stuff.
May I walk with you a little then?
That, sir, would be too bold.
Number 15, Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast.
Ah, if it isn't the only bookworm in town. So, where did you run off to this week?
2 cities in northern Italy. I didn't want to come back. Have you got any new places to go?
After the success of 2015's Cinderella and 2016's The Jungle Book, Disney's next live-action remake was set to bring the eccentric and resourceful Belle to life. Charming as she is, Emma Watson acts the part well. The thing is, Beauty and the Beast is a musical.
New and a bit alarming. Who'd have ever thought that this could be?
Watson's singing seems competent enough, but many viewers and critics felt her voice was so auto-tuned and edited that it almost sounded robotic. With all the actors out there who could have sung the part, her casting leaves you wanting so much more.
And for once it might be grand to have someone understand.
Number 14, Emma Stone, Aloha. This is a casting so misguided that its star agrees she had no business being in it.
You let me lie to the Hawaiians. I'm Hawaiian. You lost your signal. You are lost.
Emma Stone was one of the biggest stars around when she took the role of a mixed-race character. Unlike Captain Allison Eng, Stone is not part Chinese or Hawaiian.
My dad was half Chinese and half Hawaiian, and my mother is Swedish.
Wow.
She's of Swedish descent, and so I am a quarter Hawaiian.
Though writer-director Cameron Crowe wrote the character as white passing and even based her on a real woman, the decision to cast Stone instead of a mixed-race actor was lambasted. Once it came out, the movie seemed destined for less than stellar reviews, regardless of the odd casting choice.
Right, yeah, and you know so much.
And you knew everything. You sold your soul so many times, nobody's buying anymore.
Number 13, Kevin Costner, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He certainly wasn't the first American to play the hero of English folklore, but he may be the most American actor to play Robin Hood.
Step into the light. Turn around.
Am I to dance next?
Kevin Costner, fresh off the Western Dances with Wolves, was a baffling choice for the role. What could have been an off-kilter and unexpected performance turned out to be as bad an idea as it sounds.
I've never trusted you, that's no secret. What I want to know is, are you going to finish what you've started? I want to know if he's going to turn and run like the spoiled little rich boy I always took him for.
Did I wrong you in another life, Will Scarlet? Where does this intolerable hatred for me come from?
No one on set seemed to be bothered by the fact that Robin of Locksley sounded like he's from Southern California. Even Cary Elwes, star of The Princess Bride, and the man who would play a version of Robin in a 1993 parody, would have made a better choice.
And why should the people listen to you?
Because, unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent.
Number 12, John Wayne, the Conqueror. A CinemaScope rendering of one of history's most vicious and decadent military campaigns should have been a slam dunk. Instead, it became one of Hollywood's most notorious offerings.
Behold, Tartars! I bring you Temujin, son of Yesugai! Gaze upon him, chief of the Mongols!
John Wayne stars as Genghis Khan. If you know anything about either of those two men, you should know how unhinged an idea that is.
What folly do I hear?
We march against Kumlik. Jamuga depart tonight for Urga. Let Wang Khan know I await his forces in the hills of Carolyn at the full moon.
Wayne plays, moves, and voices his Genghis Khan like a gunslinger from Albuquerque. For years, it was seen as one of the worst movies ever made. Wayne's unfortunate casting is probably the biggest reason.
This day I have long awaited, and now I am beset by weaklings and traitors, and victory is slipping from my grasp.
Number 11, Russell Crowe, Les Misérables.
Do not forget my name. Do not forget me. 24601.
Movie musicals often cast actors with more star power than vocal chops. Russell Crowe certainly gives it his all when it comes to acting. But as the pathologically law-abiding Inspector Javert, he reaches the limits of his vocal abilities very quickly.
Men like you can never change a man such as you.
Les Misérables has one of the prettiest, grandest musical scores of all time. The choice to have the actors sing it all live was unorthodox. This turned out to be Crowe's kryptonite. His husky voice was simply not suited for it. Still, with all the other actors of stage and screen that could have been offered the part, Crowe was certainly a brave choice.
I'll escape now from that world, from the world of Jean Valjean. There is nowhere I can turn. There is no way to go. Oh!
Number 10, Jared Leto, Suicide Squad.
We finally meet.
Nah, he don't shake hands. Let's sit down and have a drink.
For months, it seemed like any actor in Hollywood was up for the role of yet another edgy, deeply unhinged Joker in the DC Extended Universe. Ryan Gosling was an early choice, but unfortunately, he reportedly declined due to the multi-film commitment the role would require. Once Jared Leto was chosen, the endless media cycle about how wild and uninhibited his take on the Joker would be, along with his bizarre method acting gimmicks, didn't bode well.
Karen, his laugh really bothered you.
Yeah, well, whenever I met Jared, he never broke character. So I would say, "Hi, I'm Karen Fukuhara. Nice to meet you. I'm Katana." And then he would come at me with, "Hi, pretty."
The performance is weird and explosive without any of the substance brought by performers before him. Ultimately, potential fans were turned off by Leto's self-important approach to what turned out to be a brief stint.
I've got some grape soda on ice and a bearskin rug waiting.
Yeah?
Boss, we got a problem!
Number 9, Jesse Eisenberg, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
They need to see the fraud you are. With their eyes. The blood on your hands.
What have you done?
Lex Luthor works best when he's played by actors like Gene Hackman because he is cool under pressure and secure in his power. It's what makes him dangerous. In Batman v Superman, the characterization of Superman's arch nemesis is informed by the character's traumatic past. Unfortunately, this weirdly serious approach sees Jesse Eisenberg playing up the character's villainy through frantic, pressured speech, bizarre inflections, and childlike playfulness. All he does, though, is recall better performances.
If you kill me, Martha dies. And if you fly away, Martha also dies. But if you kill the bat, Martha lives.
More than one critic unfavorably compared Eisenberg to Heath Ledger's Joker. Eisenberg is a really good actor, but he's much more suited to characters in naturalistic settings than he is to the exaggerated worlds of superhero movies.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Number 8. Tom Holland, Uncharted.
I shouldn't come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
I'm sorry?
Development on this video game adaptation took over a decade. Castle actor Nathan Fillion lobbied for the starring role. Many fans of the games thought he would make the perfect Nathan Drake. When the movie finally made it to the theaters in 2022, Tom Holland played an aged-down version of Drake.
We're looking for a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's your expert analysis?
Well, you just gave me the book like an hour ago. What am I supposed to do?
Fans were disheartened by the performance. Holland is talented and charismatic, but his youthfulness and innocence just don't square with the mercenary character. Fans were even less impressed with Mark Wahlberg's casting as his mentor Sully. Fillion's enthusiasm, maturity, and ability to play complex heroes should have made him a shoo-in.
If I ever kill you, you'll be awake. You'll be facing me, and you'll be armed.
Are you always this sentimental?
Had a good day.
Number 7. Zoe Saldana, Nina.
You're different. You're just different.
I'm not different.
Yes, you are.
I'm not different. You think I'm different? Do I look different to you? I am me.
Portraying the complex, volatile, and singular Nina Simone was always going to require a performer with an exceptional gift. Replacing Mary J. Blige, Zoe Saldana's casting raised some red flags immediately. Simone's own daughter questioned the casting of a woman who looked nothing like her mother, a woman whose physical features were a significant part of her identity.
I'm gonna keep my chin up because that's who I am and that's who I'll be. And Nina was like that too, so I did it all out of love.
Saldana had to use controversial skin darkening techniques to achieve the look, which is uncanny at best. Saldana, who identifies as Afro-Latina, later admitted regretting her role in the film. The movie's 2% rating on Rotten Tomatoes says it all.
Give me my money.
Jesus Christ, Nina!
Tell them to give me my money. Tell him to give me my money!
Number 6. Tom Cruise, Jack Reacher.
You think I'm a hero? I am not a hero. I'm a drifter with nothing to lose.
In the novels by Lee Child, the ex-army specialist is over 6 feet and burly. Tom Cruise is many things. Over 6 feet and burly, he is not. Despite his success with the Mission Impossible series, Cruise's star persona wasn't enough to bring the character to life. Author Child defended Cruise's casting at the time. He later sided with fans saying Jack Reacher's size is an essential component of the character that shouldn't have been compromised.
A huge, physically intimidating man. And the readers felt that Tom was not really communicating that. And so, like I say, my loyalty has to be, even though I love Tom as an actor and as a person, my loyalty ultimately has to be with the reader.
Amazon Prime's TV adaptation of the novels found its Jack Reacher in Alan Ritchson, who is a much better physical match.
I got it. You guys recycle?
Number 5. Sofia Coppola, The Godfather Part III.
Who's your father?
I'll give you a hint. He's Italian.
While making this long-awaited follow-up to his 2 masterpieces, director Francis Ford Coppola was in a bind. His original, better choice for the role of Al Pacino's doomed daughter, Winona Ryder, has to drop out. With little time to secure another performer, he cast his own daughter.
What is this really for? Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this?
Sofia Coppola's simplistic and somewhat dreamy performance immediately became a target for derision. Though she's a genius in her own right behind the camera, it's clear she was never meant to be a movie star. She and her father were lambasted for her casting. Whether it was sheer nepotism or a misguided attempt to solve a last-minute problem it's pretty safe to assume Ryder would have turned in a better, more complex performance.
Who understands anybody, really? Who wants to? It's hard enough trying to understand yourself, you know. We just don't fit.
Number 4, Gal Gadot, Snow White.
I'm sure you think you got this licked, Your Majesty, but trust me, you'd know what you're up against.
The person to blame for the failure of the live-action Disney remake changes depending on who you ask, but only Gal Gadot and her acting skills have become a literal meme unto themselves. Her stilted and lifeless line readings in movies like Death on the Nile routinely make waves on social media, but as the evil queen, she seems particularly at sea.
Are you against me too? Are you? Yes or no?
This is a role any actress should want to sink her teeth into. Charlize Theron played a version of her to great effect in 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman. Gadot's vacant performance doesn't convey villainy, power, or any sense of dramatic skill.
If you let me down, 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 in the dungeon you'll stay.
Number 3, Keanu Reeves, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
This is a great opportunity for you, Harker. But you'll have to leave Transylvania immediately. Opportunities such as this come but once in a lifetime.
Yes, of course, sir.
If only he weren't such a great guy. Director Francis Ford Coppola said he refrained from giving Keanu Reeves criticism on set because he liked him too much. Unfortunately, he's just too contemporary for any story that takes place before the 20th century. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, he plays real estate agent Jonathan Harker, the Englishman who ends up a prisoner in the Transylvania Count's castle.
I think strange things which I dare not confess to my own soul. The Count, the way he looked at Mina's picture fills me with dread, as if I have a part to play in a story that is not known to me.
His British accent is flimsy, and his modern speech patterns constantly feel like an anachronism. Coppola cast him because he was a matinee idol, but another handsome leading man like River Phoenix or even Johnny Depp might have been a better choice here.
Are you questioning my decision?
No, sir. Simply want to know why.
Number 2, Ben Platt, Dear Evan Hansen.
Today, all you have to do is just be yourself. But also confident. That's important.
He won rave reviews and a Tony Award for originating the role of troubled teen Evan Hansen on Broadway, but Ben Platt never should have reprised his role on screen. With close-ups and the curious decision to give the character a hairdo that aged him up further, it was apparent the 27-year-old was miscast in the role that once made him a star. It also didn't escape the notice of fans that his father, Mark Platt, served as a producer on the film.
There wasn't really any question on anyone actually connected to the piece or who was actually a part of the film. There was never any kind of discussion that it wouldn't be me.
Several other actors have played the role on stage since Platt vacated the role. One of them, Andrew Barth Feldman, has even gone on to have a successful film career of his own. He would have made a more convincing high schooler.
And when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell.
Everyone around me seems to fit. They seem connected to something I'm not.
Adapted from the manga, this cyberpunk action thriller could have spawned a whole new franchise. Scarlett Johansson was probably cast due to her bankability, but the makers failed to consider one big problem. Her character is a Japanese icon, leading to accusations of whitewashing. This drew outrage from many who felt that a Japanese actor should have been hired instead.
What's your name? Paramaki told me you had a name from before.
This was a fumble on every front. It's hard to imagine the creatives behind the film didn't see this coming, and the film's ending twist did more to hurt them than help quell any lingering resentments about her casting.
You're disappointed. No, I'm worried. You're not invulnerable.
Which of these castings would you defend? Tell us in the comments.
And my thoughts fly apart Can this man be believed?